Okay, we have Lori B.
This is regarding the illegal land sale, Bocelli Lane. I, Lori, will begin this statement written by Richard Gallardo, and if time expires, he will finish reading. If anywhere in this statement there are facts and data you dispute, now is the time you respond in this public forum. Per the Brown Act, you are allowed to briefly respond, ask clarifying questions, or refer to staff. On May 17, 2022, Superior Court Judge Wood found that the city engaged in an illegal land sale negotiation with Shasta Land Holdings, which has connections to Sierra Pacific Industries. The city, specifically former Mayor McIlvaine, Ms. Ressner, Ms. Winter, Ms. Schrader, Attorney DeWalt, and Manager Tippin all actively participated via closed session discussions, emails, phone calls, and other collective actions outside of the public engagement. The judge found the city violated numerous state laws and city policies and procedures. While no specific Brown Act violations were detailed in the ruling, the facts of the Brown Act violations are contained in the ruling. You failed to hold the required open and public sessions prior to having closed session discussions as required by the Brown Act and Government Code 54956.8. The city did this in 2021 with the Turtle Bay land parcels. Once we, the people, discovered this, we showed up en masse to show our concerns with how the city does land negotiations. You were forced by public outcry to drop that negotiation. State law and city policy 1901 guide your options and mandates on disposing of surplus land. You could do a land negotiation, a lease, a request for a proposal, an open bid, or an exchange. City of Reading Policy 1901 reads in part, maximize the benefit to the taxpayer is essential. You negotiated this land deal for $3,000. If you had open bidding for this parcel, you would have had a bidding war between a billionaire company and two Indian tribes that have access to millions of dollars. Do you think you could have maximized the benefit to the taxpayers in that scenario and made more than $3,000? This only shows you had no interest in the taxpayer and solely did this deal as a quid pro quo for the local billionaire. You also failed to properly follow the CEQA, which is the California Environmental Quality Act.
Okay, Richard Gallardo.
You also failed to follow the law in notifying other governmental entities and developers of this land once it was declared surplus. Judge Wood called the city's actions, quote, arbitrary and capricious. In legal terms, that means you made more than a mistake. It means malfeasance of office. It means your actions were either intentional, were inept, or a combination of the two. In any case, the city officials involved in this mess have shown their inability to hold a public office that requires complete public trust. Your actions likely will cost the city taxpayers hundreds of thousands of dollars in attorney's fees and damages. One of your own council members and attorney warned you on the very night that you passed the two resolutions which resulted in this land deal. Even with that warning, you asked no questions nor had any further comments and voted yes. I have a copy of the deed of the illegal land sale signed by former Mayor McIlvaine and current City Attorney DeWalt. If it can be proven that they had intent and knowledge of the land deal, that it was done against the law, that makes this document fraudulent. California Penal Code 115. It is a felony to offer or file a false or fraudulent instrument, which also means document. Once this deed was filed, in my opinion, a criminal act was completed. Let's see if the long arm of the law reaches out and grabs you as it should. In case you have not been paying attention in the last 2 years, we citizens of Shasta County have had enough of local politicians doing what they want, when they want, and not being held accountable. This is a gross violation of your offices, and I demand the immediate resignations of Aaron Resner, Julie Winter, Kristen Schrader, Attorney DeWalt, and Manager Tippin. Nothing short of that is acceptable. In light of this case, I hope many residents are paying attention. Those who believe that local government should follow the rules and the laws, as we are expected to. And those that believe giving more individual rights and liberties back to the people, I encourage them to run for City Council. The filing period ends approximately mid-August of this year. Time to drain the swamp in the city of Reading. Any questions of me?
Guess not. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next speaker is Stephen